Welcome to Bartles Rhodey Gymnasium. I'm Craig Christensen, sitting alongside the godfather of Jayhawk Wrestling, Ron Gaffner. We're here for the Michigan Community College Athletic Association Championships. Coach, how does this one work? Who qualifies? Who moves on? Who doesn't?
They all move on. This is state competition. Next weekend will be the regional competition over at St. Clair Community College. Today is just for the honors of the state champion. So these kids that win this tournament today will be considered state champion community college level.
Who are we going to start off with over here on mat 1?
Richard Ostrander from Muskegon and Wood from St. Clair Community College.
Right into a tight collar tie, right off the whistle. What do we know about Ostrander?
Ostrander is from Chippewa Hills. He was a state place winner in high school. He's pretty competitive, a little small for the weight class, but he's very aggressive and likes to work the underhooks. Right now he's just got a collar tie.
High crotch attempt by Wood. Both guys trying to attack through a lot of foreheads and elbows at this point.
Just kind of feeling each other out, seeing where the opportunity might be to get a nice clean shot.
So the last time we were together, it was early in the season. The Jayhawks had only had one competition, a little pass by Wood straight to his back. You were talking about being a little undersized, it really showed there.
Yeah. Cody Wood is a high school state qualifier from St. John's High School over by Lansing. He's pretty competitive in the weight class. He qualified for the Nationals last year. Ostrander's got to get his feet moving. They can't sit on the bottom. He got to get their feet moving there.
Ostrander there with his knee pretty close to his head. Now he's gotten a little bit better position, hand fighting.
Just got to back into him, get hand control, step up, move his feet. There he goes.
Good.
He must be listening to us.
He heard you. Score 6-1 with 45 left in the first period.
Yeah, when you give up those 4 back points first period, that's a tough one.
Another pass by attempt there by Wood. Ostrander, small but quick hips, able to keep Wood from turning the corner there. "20 seconds now. 1 minute of riding time for Wood. Wood pretty heavy with his hands there. Front headlock. Ostrander doing a nice job of controlling the right elbow. It's going to be close. No score. 6-1 after the first period. Before all the junior colleges in the state dropped, this tournament back in the 70s and 80s, this was a pretty big tournament?
Yeah, back in the 80s, we had probably 9 or 10 community colleges that were sporting wrestling back then. It was very competitive. They're slowly coming back. We've picked up Mott Community College this year, St. Clair last year, and Henry Ford the year before. And Macomb Community College has a club right now and is talking about doing it. And when I talked to the athletic director, Marty McDermott, he said that some other schools are considering it. So that would be great if they did that and give us a little more competition in numbers. More kids an opportunity to wrestle.
Wood with a stand-up. He raised 13 seconds of riding time down to 47 seconds. Score 7-1. I think they have the score wrong. I thought it'd be 6-2, but Math sometimes eludes me.
Well, you're the mathematician. You should be able to give us a straight answer, I think. Just gotta move him around a little bit, get position, take the shot. You can't score if you don't shoot. These two have wrestled before this year, and Wood has been successful in the past, so I think maybe Ostrander's a little tentative at times, especially after getting caught that first period. So
Headlock try there for Wood.
got to cinch up that body lock.
Ostrander in pretty good position there with the body lock. Wood doing a good job of blocking the hips, so Ostrander can't really attack, but
He's got to commit. He's got to step.
looked like he was trying for an inside trip. We're thinking like he was chasing with his hips a little bit. Now they're both blocked off.
There it is.
Ostrander looks pretty comfortable in there. A little outsized, makes it hard to wrestle in there on the body lock. Wood giving a little lift there on the edge, maybe just to show him who's bigger. Most of these kids will have previous matchups with their opponents today. Is that right?
Yeah, I think so. They've just competing within the state this year, so they've been wrestling at different sites with the same people. So I think they're all pretty familiar with their opponents.
Start the third period with Ostrander on bottom. Score still 7-1. 48 seconds of riding time and climbing now for Wood. Tight waist and a head lever for Wood.
Richie's got to just work his way up, get hand control, step up with his feet, make his feet move.
Ostrander, or Wood now with a deep half and that spiral ride. Looks like he's going to try to, looked like he was going to try to put a leg ride in there with the right leg, but just doing a good job of staying over the hips. Ostrander had a nice sequence from on bottom, start the second period. Not able to gain much momentum here.
He's just fighting. There he goes.
Riding time back up to 1:48. Score 7-2 now. One headlock away from tying it, Coach.
Well, it's always possible. That's the good thing about wrestling. It's not over till it's over.
Like to see Ostrander maybe try to get into that body lock situation again. Maybe he could score with an inside trip to his back.
Yeah, he's got to score some big points now. The shot.
Wood's going to go into blocking mode here.
Shuck by.
It's pretty good with that shuck by.
Yeah. Well, I've seen a lot of your high school wrestlers at Whitehall use that slide by. And they're pretty good with it.
Yeah, they like it. Nick Blanchard in particular, he's kind of made it his own. He had a good day yesterday, took second in the state.
Well, that's what I wanted to compliment you and Coach Zerps and all the Whitehall wrestlers and all the area wrestlers for doing an outstanding job at the state's level yesterday. And we've had several gentlemen from the area successful.
Well, we felt like we had a good day yesterday. We brought 11. The senior class had a tough one, some tough draws.
All right, now we have Jamison Ward from Muskegon Community College and Carpenter from Mott Community College. And these guys have split. Carpenter won the first one, Jamison won the second one. So it's anybody's match today. Who wants it and who wants to perform.
Ward looks like he's trying to set a high pace here. A couple of fakes. Ankle pick attempt there.
Yeah, he's got a real nice, if he gets his feet moving, he's got a pretty good duck under. Just has to keep attacking.
If memory serves, the last time we saw Jameson, I think that was his first competition back. Didn't look this quick, didn't look this active then. A lot of motion on his feet.
Yeah, Carpenter is from Schwartz Creek High School, over by the Flint area. Joe's, I think he's a sophomore. He's in his second year of competition. And Jameson is a freshman. There's that slide by we were talking about.
There's a slide by. It's all the rage now, Coach.
Well, as long as successful, they go quite often from that slide by into a Merkle, don't they, with a reverse headlock and inside leg place?
We end up there quite a bit. It's not a position I love, but I guess it's kind of the nature of the beast. You don't get the whole corner. A lot of times you'll end up with that inside leg.
Oop, he's just kind of reaching on that one.
What I like about that slide by, Wood almost hit it. Hit a slide by, and as Ostrander was trying to cut the corner, Wood almost pulled the trigger on just a good hard double leg. Speaking of
a good single right there. Got a hand fight.
No points
yet. Give it away. Nice roll.
Takedown by Carpenter.
Yeah, it's great to see them bring the MCCAA championships back. They brought them back last year. They were non-existent since back in the 80s. So it's good to see the interstate competition and give a lot more kids to get an opportunity to participate and to compete.
Jayhawks had a good seating meeting?
I think they did, yeah. They've got, I think, 8 guys seated number 1. So hopefully it'll be a good day. They just can't dig any holes where they can't come out of it.
30 seconds left in the first. Ward scores an escape. Yeah, you got to wrestle to your seed, right?
Yes.
Seeding meeting's one thing.
Yeah, there's no gifts. I mean, you got to earn it. He's got some tools. He just has to open up and set them up and take his shots.
In the first period, he did a great job creating angles with speed. 2-1. Carpenter will choose down to start the second period.
There's former Jayhawk Winston Ruffin over in the corner from Mott Community College. He wrestled here for us, and then has done a good job with the program over at Mott Community College. Got a good recruiting area in the Flint area, and a lot of potential for a good program.
I appreciate you setting up a takedown tournament with him and he and I. I don't think I'd have done very well, but I appreciate the effort, Coach.
Well, I just try to be helpful whenever I can. You know, a couple of ex-Jayhawks just mixing it up is always great to see.
He might have 2 heart attacks.
That's what he said. Got to crowd him with his hips. Got to crowd him with his hips. Got to crowd him with his hips.
No points there.
Can you see the riding time?
It's 10 seconds.
Okay.
10 seconds in favor of Ward. Carpenter will go back down.
Yeah, trap that arm, trap the elbow. There you go. Pin it to his body. Try to get the cross wrist ride. Just needs to keep the pressure on him.
Now he's got the left wrist. What does Ward like to do once he gets a head lever now? But do you know what his bread and butter is on top?
Probably the tilt series. Trying to get that cross wrist and pin the elbow to the body and try to slide his hips in and tip him over for a couple free ones. Looks like he's trying to lock it up. Oh, he's got to come up with him. He can't stay on the mat.
Carpenter into a front headlock, now into a single leg. 1 point escape.
All right.
Well, we're
Good
fortunate
action
there not to give up 1 and then 2.
Good action on the side.
3-1 in favor of Carpenter. after the escape. 40 seconds left in the second period.
Ward's got to keep moving. He's got to keep his motion. He's getting putting that elbow on the knee. That's not a good sign sometimes.
You get pretty stationary when you get there. Carpenter has fired off 2 nice single legs. Scored on one, almost scored on the other.
Got to get more motion. He's got to get Carpenter moving.
Carpenter likes to attack that left leg.
There's the shot.
Ward with a shot. Stalled out with 3 seconds left, and that's going to end the second period.
Well, it was good to see him take a shot, though.
Yep.
At least he's
Ward
being aggressive.
Ward alternates his feet. 1 second his right foot will be up front. The next second his left foot's up front. Carpenter's shot 2 nice two nice single legs on that left foot.
Looks like
Third period, Ward goes down.
he's got to score one quickly, get on his feet. Pressure back.
Trying to clear the ankle. Carpenter sitting on the ankle.
Move your feet.
Ward
There's
to his
that
feet.
Peterson.
Matt returned. Yeah, it looked
Up
like he was
again.
going to try to Peterson on the way down, didn't it?
Yep. No, you can't let him trap that arm. You can't let him hold that arm.
30 seconds gone in the third period. Carpenter leading 3-1.
Got that wing in. He's trying to run that wing. Not a good sign. Watch the shoulder. Watch the shoulder. Oh, he's got him over. Yeah, he's in trouble now. I think he's going to have trouble making these points up.
If he comes off his back, the score will be 7-1.
Yeah, I think Carpenter's going to be content just to sit there.
1 minute left in the third period. 7-1 in favor of Carpenter. Another wing.
I think he's going to keep him right there now. I think he's very content. He maybe press him down to the mat.
Well, he has Ward's left arm trapped too. I think the last time Ward came off, he was able to free his left arm. Not the case this time. I'm guessing this is where we're going to end the match.
Yeah, unfortunately, he just couldn't get his offense going, and he had a couple shots during the match, but wasn't able to finish him. And Carpenter got a quick couple single legs. So it's like Jameson was always trying to play catch up.
15 seconds now. Carpenter will win this one.
Yeah. This is a team tournament, so he's going to get some bonus points. So,
Tough start for the Jayhawks.
yeah, 2 in a row. They got to get their momentum going back again. And they won't have matches in several weight classes, so they're going to have to be warmed up and ready to go when they step on the mat. I'm not sure what the score over here is.
Scores 2-1.
And this is, who's this wrestling? Yes, sir. Kemper.
Be Joshua White.
Yep, got it. Okay, up on mat 1 now is Elijah Kidder from Henry Ford Community College, and Kemper, Brody Kemper from Grand Blanc High School.
Kemper's from, what school is he from? Amat?
He is from Grand Blanc High School. He's pretty tough. And the other one is Kidder. He's a returning national qualifier from last year for Henry Ford. So this should be a pretty competitive match right here. And the winner of this one will get Caleb Bunce from Muskegon Community College.
Boy, that was quick.
Nice snag.
Arm drag into a single leg.
Yeah, the young man, Kemper from Mott, is a pretty tough individual. He placed third in the state in Class A, Division I last year. And come from a very strong high school program at Schwartz Creek.
Going to do a hammer lock, attack in the head. Kidder to his feet as they run out of bounds. 2-0 in favor of Kemper.
I think these two have wrestled previously, and I believe that Kemper was victorious the first time. But like I said, Kidder is from Henry Ford Community College, and he was a national qualifier last year. He's from Royal Oak High School in Royal Oak, Michigan.
Kidder with a quick stand-up to start the second period. Cuts the lead in half, score 2-1 in favor of Kemper. Double leg attempt.
Ooh. Nice counter, nice fireman's.
Beautiful fireman's. Kemper with the takedown, 4-1. It's an exciting sequence there. Good offense and counters.
Trying to work the spiral. Trying to secure a wrist, trying to break him down, put him on his hip.
Kidder doing a good job of staying in his base. Looks like he's thought he was going to try to stand up there. Kemper pulled him back almost into a crab ride.
Trying to work the tilt, gotta pin that arm down.
Kemper looks sneaky on top, 30 seconds left, and Kidder scores an escape, 4-2. Minute and a half riding time for Kemper. I look for another flurry here at the end of the period. Half shot by Kemper.
Yeah, a little fake of a duck under, not much penetration as far as the shot was concerned. Both ways working for inside control. There's that fireman's again. Not as tight on the elbow this time, so he wasn't successful with it.
It's the end of the second period. Kemper up 4-2. That's the end of the first period.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But
This long first period throws my timing off.
I know, I didn't want to correct you, but
I don't know when that started.
Well, I just gave up.
Kidder goes down. Quick escape.
I thought this would be a pretty competitive match. Like I said, Kidder was a national qualifier last year. And he actually comes from the Royal Oak area, but was Mike Conflitti, who used to wrestle for us here, runs a Roughneck Wrestling Club down there. And he's one of the individuals that went through that Roughneck Wrestling Club.
I saw Mike at the state meet yesterday, the Division III state meet. I didn't get a chance to talk to him, but he was all geared up in the Roughneck gear. Looked like he was on a mission supporting maybe some of the kids that wrestle out of his club.
Yeah, he has a lot of kids on the east side that come to that club.
Stalemate situation, still 4-3, a minute 20 left.
Yeah, I don't think Kemper is quite as sharp. I think he is getting a little bit tired, so he's got to work for that inside control.
Kidder hasn't been able to get a lot going on his feet, but
there's a nice shot.
That's a nice shot.
Got to finish it though. That's the thing. You know, the first period is a lot quicker with finishing. Now he's just kind of hanging on it.
I think Kidder helped him out a little bit there by chasing. Scramble.
There's a nice
takedown, Kemper.
He floated well on that one.
That was nice sequence. 6-3, Kemper. Approaching 2 minutes of riding time. He tries that little foot sweep. That's the second time. I wonder if that's ever worked.
It appears that Kemper's not quite as aggressive as he was earlier.
Referee goes to the table to check the score. Randy Powers' math might be a little off.
That wasn't very nice.
He can take it.
Yeah,
6-3.
I just want to compliment you guys again yesterday on your performance at the state tournament, and compliment all the area wrestlers. I think Reese Puffer High School had a couple place winners.
I think they had two. Redosa, I think, took third.
Redosa, yeah, and Dobbin, I think. And then Fremont had a couple place winners with their 3-pounder and their 12-pounder.
Yeah, they had a nice tournament. Their 12-pounder is a freshman, T.
Correct.
Ward.
Yep.
He was 4th, I believe.
Yeah, and I don't know what Bone ended up. I think he was pressure down with your hips. Pressure down. That's a nice double.
Takedown. 2 seconds left in the match. That'll tie it, but the riding time is going to have Kemper up 1 to finish up. No, geez, that's the second period.
Yes.
Thanks for not correcting me again. I'm going to get it right eventually.
Kemper's moving a little slower each time, so
this could get interesting. We haven't seen Kemper on top, or Kidder on top yet. Quickly in with a leg.
He's pretty tough with his legs. He's going to punish Kemper if he doesn't get moving, if he doesn't get his feet moving and get off the bottom. He's going to take a lot of punishment this period. And he probably will erase his riding time. So
this could go to overtime if he
right
rides
there.
him out.
He shouldn't let that leg in. He's got to pick that foot up, but he's getting cranked.
Boy, that was close to back points. He's got the power half in on the right side, leg in on the left.
He's got to get his base. He's got to get a base. He's going to get two.
Kemper's head on the mat, and now we're counting back points.
Looks like he may get his back points.
Minute 15 left in the match. This time I'm sure that we're in the third period.
Yes.
Kidder might just be content to stay there for the next minute. I think I would.
Yeah, it's a pretty good ride. Doesn't seem to try to improve his position, and he's just holding his position. I saw that in the high school state tournament a couple of times yesterday, where a referee called a stalemate. It was in a pinning condition. You know.
Oh. We saw a couple of spots where the referee would call a stalemate in the not in this position, but in a guy on top, not much happening. We thought there'd be a stalling call, but we were calling stalemates with this 4-point near fall, make the score 10-6. Stalemate with somebody on his back is not something you usually see.
No.
I imagine those coaches had some words of encouragement for the referees. That's going to do it. One more turn. He might get got a 2 count there. 2 more points. 12-6.
Nice comeback by Kidder. Conditioning is what makes a difference sometimes. Things were going his way in the first period, but slowly Kidder made his comeback, and he's pretty tough. So
conditioning and a good dominant right on top.
And that's who Bunce will wrestle. And that should be a good one, hopefully. Okay. We don't know if there's any more prelim matches or not.
The next match scheduled on this mat is a semifinal match. Looks like they've got one more going over on mat 2 with Jayhawks coming out.
Yes, it's Kaharvitz and Spiller from Ancilla.
Glenn Gaharowitz.
These two have wrestled before.
This one is going to be Glenn and
Kaharvitz and Spiller. Yeah, thanks. Yep, got it. And over on mat 1 will be St. Clair Community College heavyweight Michael Noyak. And he will be wrestling McVeigh from Henry Ford Community College. McVeigh is from, he is from John Glenn High School, Westland John Glenn. Nikoyak was a high school state champion and was a national qualifier last year.
Nikoriak.
So this should be a good one here. Actually, Nikoyak went down to 197 last year and is back up at heavyweight this year.
High crotch attempt.
McVeigh was a state qualifier, I think, at 215.
A little scramble situation for the big guys.
Got to work on the hands, try and get his foot on the mat. He's got to get a base now. Looks like Henry Ford came to wrestle today, so should be a competitive situation.
Pretty impressive scramble for a couple of big guys. McVeigh ended up on top. Here we are,
Oh, looks like Nikoyak's in trouble.
I looked away for a minute. Was he just have a chicken wing and an arm bar?
Yeah, just front of power half. Chicken wing and a half goes a long ways. Oh, he's got him tight now. He's in trouble now.
Switch to a headlock. This got a lot of time to hang out on your back. A minute and a half left. Kaharowitz and Spiller are scoreless. No, they're 3-3. And
Koyak's got to work that arm in between their bodies. Got to try to slide it through. He's over the face now.
Down to a minute. Nikoriak doing a good job of staving off the pin.
McVeigh just keeps tightening it up a little bit more. I think he's getting that shoulder closer and closer to the mat. He's got to come back through. Oh, he's in trouble now.
That's it.
Yep, I thought that'd be a fall. That's a big win for Henry Ford. That's a 2 and 3 seed. The winner of that match will get Alan Powers from Muskegon.
Kaharowitz down a point at the end of the first period over on the other mat. Down 5-4. He'll start the second period down.
He's going to give Kaharowitz a point. Spiller's pretty good on his feet. Oop, there's that single again. Now lock up the Merkle. Right there it is.
Stretch him out a bit.
That's a Merkle, isn't it?
Yep. That's a takedown.
Oh, getting down there and hit your head. Get your head off.
I'd like to see Glenn stretch him out a little bit, make him long, and clear his head.
Well, you can try to use that height to his advantage. Get the wrist and come back to the waist. There he is. Get the pressure on him. Ooh, not sure about that one.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Looks like he's getting awfully high.
It's a bold strategy.
Yeah, he's got a crossface. There he goes. Straighten that leg out. Crossface.
He's lost his left leg now. This could get interesting. Little hip pressure.
Locking that crotch lock. Come up, come up, come up, come up, come up.
I had a feeling when Glenn lost his left leg, that was going to be trouble.
Got to get one. There he goes. Ooh, throw him. Pressure that head. Quarter Nelson.
Harowitz up 8-7.
Go ahead and get your ankle.
Had to defend that right leg there. That's going to be a takedown for Spiller.
He's got to score. He's got to score. He's got to come up. There he is. Nice job. There you go, Kevin.
He got the escape and the takedown.
Oh, he might have broke him with that one. He could have broken him with that one.
Spiller's head down. Looks like it. Kaharowitz up 11-9. Kaharowitz is active.
Yep. This is Elder from Henry Ford Community College. Josh White from Mott Community College.
Got a stoppage over in the Kaharowitz match. Going into the third period, Glenn's still up 11-9. Got a barn burner going on over there.
Elder from Henry Ford Community College was a national qualifier also last year. I think he was a regional champion, and it looks like the Mott young man is in trouble already.
A little trouble. A little trouble. About 20 seconds in, finds himself in a cradle. And down, will be 6 points, if not worse. Kaharowitz will start the third period on top and with a 11-9 lead.
Yeah, he's got to just keep the pressure on the Ancilla young man and wear him down, because I think Kaharowitz is in better shape than he is, but he has a tendency to lose
Mott wrestler.
track of where he is at times.
Mott wrestler broke the cradle. That's good news for him. The bad news is he's down 6-0.
He got an escape, so he's up in the neutral position again now. He's got to just keep moving his feet around, work for inside control, try to get an inside tie. Ooh, Kaharowitz getting high again. Stay back. It's 2 takedowns for Elder, so got good position.
Elder looked like he wanted some kind of body lock, shot his way into another 6-pointer. Kaharowitz battling off a double leg attempt over on the other mat. Lead to 11-10 after the Spiller escape.
Elder trying to cinch up, tie it up.
Kaharowitz in a double leg. Neck wrench for Spiller. Kaharowitz still has the corner, but he's not out of trouble. And 2 for Kaharowitz plus back points.
We got back points going on both mats. Just got to
30 seconds left in the Kaharowitz mat. Spiller on his back and the pin.
Pin on both mats simultaneously.
Simultaneous, nice.
Big win for Kaharowitz. Spiller beat him pretty handily last time. Not a surprise on mat 1 with Elder, because he's a returning national qualifier and champion from last year.
Kaharowitz will put the Jayhawks on the board. It's their first win of the day.
Well, and that's a big win too, because it gets second place points now. So that's quite a difference between second and third. So I'm not sure who's going to be up next. Looks like maybe Alex Cantu from Muskegon Community College. And
Jake Campbell.
Jake Campbell from Henry Ford. Okay.
This is Wood from St. Clair.
Yep. And seal. Got it. Okay, for Henry Ford, it's Asil Ahmadullah. Yep, I got it. And he is currently ranked 6th in the nation. He's a pretty tough little 125-pounder. And Wood, again, is from St. Clair Community College.
Almadu Hala. Did I say that right? Close?
Mudhala. Yep, Amada Hala. And Cody Wood from St. Clair Community College.
Wood won his first match 7-2. Feels like that was about 10 minutes ago.
Right.
He's warm.
Both men moving around pretty well.
Yeah.
It's kind of a reach. That's what happens when you reach.
Almad Hala with a takedown. 30 seconds into the first period. Almad Hala working on that left arm, now to a cross rest on the right. Wood with an escape. 2-1. Coach, we had a guy yesterday, our 152-pounder. A month and a half ago, he was third on our depth chart behind a kid who ended up leaving the team. His first varsity match was at the city meet. Another takedown for Almad Hala.
Lucille, yep.
And at the city meet, where his instructions were to stall and not give up bonus points.
Okay.
His second varsity match was the first round of districts, where he was a deer in the headlight, full panic mode, and lost his first match at districts. And then had the postseason of a lifetime. Took 6th in the state yesterday. He's talking about Alec Pruitt, kind of the story, 2 state champs, and that one was kind of the story of the day. Did a real nice job. I guess the point is you never know.
You never know. A lot of disappointments and a lot of excitement when you have a state tournament. There's some guys that come in highly ranked and just have a bad day, especially in the first round. A lot of them lose in the first round.
Little pie-eyed.
And that's the one you don't want to draw on the Russelbacks.
Yeah.
Escape by Wood. Takes a shot, head down, unfortunately.
Yeah, that was not a. Here comes a tilt.
Tilt. Pretty tight tilt.
That's
too.
real tight. You can get a pin there.
I asked.
He won't, but
Foley from Michigan State when he wrestled Lee.
Yes.
From Iowa.
Right into a trapped arm chicken wing.
So I think your team from Whitehall had the most successful day yesterday as far as the area competitors are concerned. 2 state champions, a runner-up, a 4th, and a 6th. There's the fall by a seal for Henry Ford. They're picking up those pinpoints.
Henry Ford's.
That's the scary part, is that we're going to have a lot of head-to-head competition in the finals with Henry Ford, and they're building up a little bit of a lead with the pinpoints. This is a key one for us now at 133. Alex Cantu. Alex Cantu. Yep. Jake Campbell. Got it. Yep. Jake Campbell is from Henry Ford Community College. He's not, I don't have any information on him. He's a backup, I think. Christian Gerber was supposed to be their 33-pounder, and Victorious Cooper, but they are not here, so it's going to be Campbell and Cantu.
Well, the information we do have about Henry Ford is they have 3 pins in their last 3 visits to the mat.
And that's good for 6. Plus advancement. 2 for a pin and 1 for advancement.
Sounds right.
And put some pressure on his hips. You got to pressure him down. Pressure him down.
Campbell in on that shot. Campu in a bit of a...
Reaching back, yeah. That's looks like a stalemate to me. Potentially dangerous right there. Oh.
That could have gone worse.
Yep.
Cantu with good hips.
Got to spray him out. He's got to get his leg back. Okay, there's a stalemate situation. Cantu's got to move around a little bit more with his feet. He can't stand there flat-footed.
Yeah, Campbell fired off a pretty good shot there at a stationary target.
Cantu's got a nice inside trip if he can get the body lock to the inside trip, but it's a key match right here.
It'll be nice to build some momentum for the Jayhawks going into the finals with a win here. Bonus point win would be even better.
I always said win first and get the pin second. You know, you've got to get your match under control first, and then there he is, got the head trap now. He may be able to circle and get the head in the hole. He's going to turn aside. Can't turn aside. There's the underhook.
Takedown, Cantu. Minute 15 left in the first period. Cantu up 2-0.
He's got to lock it up. Ooh.
A little forced elbow roll there.
He's got to watch that roll. He's got to get control of the wrist. He's just hanging. He doesn't want to put that leg in there. He's just hanging on him. He's got to get control of the upper body.
Cantu into a spiral. Now he's got the leg in. Hips on top this time.
Got them both in now.
45 left in the first.
I just got to stretch him out and force a power half.
Not a ton of hip pressure from Cantu. Campbell able to bring his hips up, but Cantu puts him back on the mat.
Stretch him out. He's got to keep the heels in there. He slid him out. You know, he's
20 seconds left.
to work, get a wrist, breaking down. No, don't stick the leg. He's off balance when he throws that leg in.
He sure is, and his hips immediately sagged off to the side. 10 seconds left now.
He's
Campbell in a good position to score.
Reaching for that head. Good slide out of it.
Living dangerously as we end the first.
That could have been dangerous.
2-0. Good news is he's up to a minute, looks like a minute 18 of riding time. Is that what it is?
You're asking me? I can't see that far.
I think we're both black.
That's a little out of my range.
I can see it when it's red, but
keep your head up. There you go.
I didn't see the what happened there between periods. If Campbell chose down,
maybe stretch him out. He's getting high again. This Cantu scares me a little times because he gets up real high.
Well, it looks like he's comfortable when he's just controlling that situation, but when he tries to score, his hips get a little funky. Now he's into a head lever.
Yeah. Put the wing on. Nope, he's on his hip again.
I don't like that. When he's trying to control him, his hip stays up on top, sags off to the side. There he goes.
He's got to force that. Yeah, he's got to force the hands to him, work that.
Now he's in a good spot. If you can roll that over, he does a 2-on-1 on the left wrist. Lost it.
And he's getting up high again.
Yeah, he's got that leg in very deep. Probably can't see it on camera, but now he's got it back in a good spot.
Gotta get up on top, put the other leg in.
30 seconds left in the second period. Riding time almost 3 minutes.
Control that wrist. You're trying to work that roll.
20 seconds now. Cantu still on top, controlling the hips.
Put some pressure, put the weight on his hands. He's got to get the weight out on his opponent's hands. There's the wrist. As long as he controls that cross wrist, he's not going to get in trouble.
Has the cross wrist, riding the same side on the hips, looking for a tilt. Nothing doing. That's the end of the second period.
Got lots of riding time, but he's got to get off. He takes the bottom, he's got to get off. He can't sit on the bottom. He's got to watch the cradle. He can't put his head by his knee. Step up, got to move, got to move.
Spiral ride into a short leg ride. Call that up in Whitehall a short leg.
Yeah. Campbell trying to work that leg in too. He's trying to work for that tilt also. Cantu's got to get a base, got to move his feet.
Certainly don't want to stay underneath here.
No, he needs to work his legs free and slide up to that base and take a step up.
30 seconds gone now in the third period.
There he is. Now he's got him up high.
Campbell, though, good hip position, staying on top. Lots of hip pressure there.
And two's got to get that leg out of there.
You want to stay down there and give him so many cracks at back points. Minute now.
Got to get out of that position. Don't freeze up down there. Gotta roll your wrists. Get your knees free. Slide your knees up. Get a base. Step up. Move your feet.
Cantu now with riding time secured was up 3-0. 40 seconds left, but one turn could change everything. I'd like to see him more
especially in college where it's a 4-point near fall. So he's just laying there now. He's got to make an effort there. Yep,
There's
he
the
just
stalling
got one
call.
for stalling, which is going to happen. He's got to go. Cantu has to get control of his hands. If he doesn't get control of his hands, he's going to get cradled. How much time remaining?
14 seconds.
All right, so hopefully he can stay out of trouble for 14 seconds. Ooh, there it is.
Living dangerously. Looks like he's going to do it, though. 5 now. Cantu's going to win it by a score of, there's a late reversal. It's going to be a score of 5-0 after riding time, and that's a good win for the Jayhawks.
We'll take that one. Yeah, that was a little scary. But it's a win is a win.
A win is a win.
They always anxious to see that happen.
So essentially what we're going to have is just about a dual meet between Muskegon and Henry Ford here in the finals.
Pretty much, because they had a couple upsets, and at 49, Mott should have won that one, and they didn't. Kidder came back, but Kidder's a tough kid. Kidder's he's been around, and we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But yeah, I think 49, 57, 65, 74, 84, 97 in heavyweight will all be Henry Ford. Yep, got it. This is Nicholson from Henry Ford. Carpenter, got it. All right, so on mat 1, we have Nicholson
From Henry Ford.
Henry Ford, two-time state qualifier from Redford High School, and Carpenter from Mott Community College.
Got a Jayhawk on the other mat. Looks like it'll be Jamison Ward against Lilly from St.
Ooh.
Clair. We'll keep the
Looking for
audience
that.
surprised.
Looking for that body lock. Nicholson's pretty tough. It's unfortunate Ward has beat both of these boys, but not today. And now he's got a pretty tough match.
Chris Lilly from St. Clair Community
Yep.
College.
And Chris was a state champion from Croswell, Lexington. And these two have wrestled. I think Ward beat him 2-1 last time, so it's a very competitive match. Nicholson, very athletic, very athletic. He wants the upper body. He's trying to get those underhooks, get into that upper body. Carpenter's just trying to block him off inside.
Ward with a
looks like he got it pretty tight, doesn't it?
feet to back situation and the pin. That'll help.
Yeah, it would, but unfortunately, he should be in the finals.
So far, Nicholson chasing Carpenter all over the mat.
I think
Nicholson on a single leg.
I think Carpenter is on.
Carpenter's on the single leg. Sorry.
That's all right.
Corrected me again. I'm easily confused.
I think these guys wrestled last time, and I think Nicholson won it by a point. So he's very explosive. That's the thing that's scary about Nicholson from Henry Ford, is that he's got good hips, he's very explosive. Carpenter's got to have a nice clean shot. There he goes.
Coach, I was watching the Ward match. We're in the first period. It's 1-0. What was the point for? Is there two stalling calls?
Over here?
Yeah.
Not sure what he must be a penalty point for something, but I'm not sure what.
Nicholson up 1-0.
Unless
I know there was one stalling call. I didn't see it. Then I was watching the Ward match, so it must have been 2.
Either that or he was fleeing the mat when he had the single leg up.
That might have been.
I mean, I don't want to say I'm right, but
I would never say that.
both of them just checking each other out. There's a straight-on double.
Straight on double and caught it.
Looked familiar, didn't it?
Yeah, Carpenter caught an underhook or 2. Now Carpenter doing the chasing.
Now, yeah, he's going to get him. He should get him. Yeah, he should get a point for
That's a stalling call against
That's
Nicholson.
first warning. It looks like to tie up into that underhook.
Carpenter maintains pretty good position with his head in there. Really taking away a lot of Nicholson's offense with his head position. Now it's a boxing match. Eight seconds left in the first period.
Tight collar tie. Nobody's going to get in there with that going. They got to.
Nicholson leads 1-0. From the Jayhawk standpoint, I don't know if we're allowed to root for the Mott wrestler, but
You should take Carpenter's got to have a move off the bottom. He's got to explode up off the bottom. There it is. Work on the hands. It's a lift. Another lift.
pretty good balance there from Carpenter. Avoided 2 mat returns attempts. Is the same thing in college? You get 5 seconds to return them,
Yes.
and the stalling calls are a factor here.
Yeah. There's one.
Good corner cut there by Carpenter. We're tied 1-0.
Nicholson keeps backing up. He's going to get hit for a point.
For the first period, Nicholson was just moving forward and chasing Carpenter all over the mat, and now roles have reversed. Nicholson back to the center now.
Carpenter looking for an opening. Pressure on the head.
Both wrestlers now looking to stay in the center.
Yeah, this is where you want that blast double from the open position.
1 minute gone in the second period. 1-1. Where's Carpenter from? Where did he go to high school?
Carpenter's a Swartz Creek kid, I think. Yep,
And Nicholson's Redford?
Redford. 2-time state qualifier, so he's got some credentials.
36 seconds left in the second period. Still tied at 1. Not a lot going on their feet, except there. Good attempt by Nicholson.
He's calling action.
.20 seconds now. Carpenter started the period down. I would guess Nicholson will go down in the third. A little pass by attempt. And that's the end of the second period. 1-1. Nicholson looks like he got jostled. Rolling out his shoulder as he goes down to start the third.
Oh, he's
Nicholson
going to
to
let
his
him go.
feet.
Nope.
Nice mat return.
Ooh,
Immediately into a deep half.
he might have broke him with that one.
Head on the mat. Not a lot of hip movement. Now they come up. Head still down. Carpenter into a good cross wrist. Now a little more life from Nicholson.
So same thing Carpenter did with Ward. He put a lot of pressure on with that bar arm. Open position here. Should be a stalemate. Oh, let him go.
It'll put Nicholson ahead 2-1. 1 minute left in the match. I would expect some action to finish this one. These two can be explosive. You see signs of it. Stalling is a factor. I know each of them has at least one call. So Nicholson can't just block off and hope for the best.
No, he's got to work for some inside control and got to get some motion going.
Love to see Carpenter push the pace here a little bit with Stalling a factor.
Maybe he doesn't realize he's behind. There you go.
Now there's a flurry. Those shots aren't going to probably get him anywhere with the Stalling perspective. You got to take a real shot. A couple of half-hearted reaches there.
Really
10 seconds now.
Yeah.
Hey!
He did it.
Holy cow. Takedown as time runs out. They're going to talk about this one and make sure that time was still in, but there was time left.
I believe it was when he threw him. Should have got the two.
Carpenter with literally a last-second takedown to win it.
Got it. Yep. Thank you.
That's a huge win for the Jayhawks. As Mott won it, but big implications there.
Kidder. Yep. Now
Bunce and Kidder.
we have Caleb Bunce at 149 from Muskegon Community College. He's from Stockbridge High School, state runner-up. And Elijah Kidder for Henry Ford, who again was a national qualifier last year. He actually won the district.
Last time we were together, I remember being impressed with Bunce. I don't remember why, but I remember being impressed. Maybe it was his pace. He looked good the last time we were here, though.
Yeah. He's just got to, again, open up, look for a shot.
I think Bunce was the kid who had a tough first match. Looked like he had some rust on the moving parts, but then in his second match he looked really good, if memory serves.
Looks like Nicholson's got a little energy left.
Yeah, he's fast. Maybe could have used that to avoid the... Was that a lateral drop at the end?
Yeah, I think it was. Just an over and under.
Now they're racing. They wrestled before, now they're in a foot race on the other side of the gym.
I think Bunce got to get some position. He's got his butt out. Got to circle in, get position. Kidder's pretty tight. He got in.
Boy, that was dangerous.
Looks like Carpenter beat him in the sprint, too.
Yeah. Last second comeback, twice. We saw Kidder wrestle a pretty good match against Kemper from Mott. He won that previous match. That's why he's in the finals, of course. Some things go without saying.
I think Kemper, the young man from Mott, just ran out of gas in the third period. They work for inside control. There's not much going on out here. Just kind of feeling each other out, trying to figure out where the opening might be as far as the shot's concerned.
2 minutes gone in the first period. We're scoreless. Looked like Bunce was trying to get back to the middle of the mat, and a single leg, high crotch, and a takedown. It's a nice flurry.
Gotta just keep working that tight waist, squeeze him, wear him down, get a wrist, get that wrist. Good control of that wrist. Nice.
30 seconds.
Trying to sag into that tilt on the edge. Got to stop his first movement.
That can work wonders, and it can also be really dangerous pulling a guy
in position. Yes.
It's awesome when it works. It's really ugly when it doesn't.
Like this.
There's
Oh,
got a
he
one
missed
count.
that. No, it was. Not sure if it's his knee or his shoulder.
It's like his shoulder. Was there a wing in there that went forward? I couldn't tell.
He had some pressure on the shoulder. I don't think it was called illegal. I think maybe potentially
Yeah.
dangerous.
Hopefully we can do a better job at stopping that first move. Did not. He has had the cross wrist. Now he's looking for a standing tilt. Lost at 1 point. As a coach, does that drive you crazy, having kids score right at the end of periods?
Yeah, it's so important. There's a nice high crotch. Should have changed off to his double. Didn't change it off quick enough.
Time
Had a
runs
real
out.
nice high crotch, but didn't switch it off.
That's one of my coaching pet peeves. You're on top. You got inside of 20 seconds. You just got to ride a kid. Put a saddle on him and
Well,
keep him on the mat.
you always want to finish the match on top. If you're in control for the last 20 seconds, you want to finish in control.
As it is, Bunce ahead 2-1 with going into the second period. Kidder's down. Bunce into a head lever.
Oh, we lost it. Got to tap the cross wrist.
Bunce also with a tight waist. Now he's got a trapped arm chicken wing.
Now he's trying to take it over the opposite way.
I love this series.
Has he got the wrist?
I love the trapped arm chicken wings. So many things you can do with it.
Nope, not that way.
Steps over the head. Love to see him steal just
There's
a quick tilt there.
Come on, a
That's what I
little bit
want him to
more,
do.
a little
Elevate.
tilt. Now come up.
4-point near fall.
Ooh, that's a good one. Now I stretch him out.
Trapped arm chicken wings.
He's got to get, he's got to flatten him out. He's letting him raise up.
Got to have more hip pressure there.
There he goes, flatten him out.
45 seconds left in the second period. Bunce up 6-1 and in control.
Got to roll that wrist.
He's got a leg right in on the left side. Hand fighting up front.
Tie it up. Get the wrist
30
again.
seconds.
Got to get the wrist again. Flatten him out. No, don't hang.
Doesn't need anything fancy here, does he, Coach, with
Nope.
6-1 lead?
Just get that wrist through the crotch and hook that elbow and just try to slowly tilt him back.
At the state meet yesterday, Max Brown had that same series and rolled through with a lead. He had a little talking to after that one.
Yeah, that's suicide. Suicide cradle scares me. The guy always go, oh, Bunce going back neutral with him.
Riding time up over 2.5 minutes. It looks like 2:37, although with my eyesight it could be 2:27.
All right, Bunce just can't shut down. He's got to open up. He's got to keep wrestling. He doesn't want to shut down on his offense.
Well, we saw in the last match, if there had been any more time, that would have been a 6-point sequence at the end.
Ooh, power double.
Power double straight into 2 underhooks.
Yeah, he could have gone flying.
So you're right, you can't shut down at the end because with that 4-point near fall.
Ooh, there's a nice shot.
That should seal the deal with the back points.
There's 4 more.
That'll make the score 12-1, plus the riding time, 13.
He needs one more tilt. Just
Well, bonus points are big. Henry Ford scored bonus points in the first round.
There he goes again.
Lost the wrist. Good hips.
Oh, he's crowding him with a tight waist.
Under a minute now. 12-1 bunts.
I'd like to see him lock up that tilt one more time.
Oh, he's got that tight waist into Kidder's kidney on the other side. Now he takes it
Get
out.
under the arm. Left arm underneath. Get his left arm underneath, not hanging over the top like that. Oh, he's going to try a Turk now.
20 seconds now.
Got to go high on the shoulder.
Kidder looks like he's shut it down for the match. 15. Bunce looks a little frustrated on top.
Just as long as he doesn't get careless and give him a point or something, get a reversal or something.
It's going to do it. Bunce will win that one 13-1 after the riding time.
Pretty decisive win. With his mullet. He's famous for his mullet. He's
Good-looking
famous
mullet.
for his mullet.
That's the look in Stockbridge.
Yes, it is.
Only in Stockbridge.
Maybe.
Next to be another first place match. Alex Sampson from
Alex
Muskegon.
Sampson from Muskegon Community College. Got it. Yep.
And Gabriel Lee.
Yep. Gabriel Lee is out of Romulus Summit Academy. We had a young man a couple years ago that was an All-American for us from there.
Romulus Summit Academy. What division? Do you know what division they are?
They're a Division 4, I think. Sampson is a state champion out of North Carolina.
Pretty quick takedown there.
He's got some talents as long as he doesn't get high.
Just the one count going out of bounds.
Ooh, looks like Lee's a little feisty. That's,
Enthusiastically went back to the center.
yeah.
Sampson grinned at him.
Well, he just got to make sure he doesn't try to do too much too soon and get careless. And he's got to stop Lee first. Break him down like that. Tie up that wrist.
He's going to get 4 here. Oh, I jinxed it.
That's what he's got to stay out of. He can't hang that head.
I have serious doubts as to whether Lee can maintain that pace. Sampson with a 2-point near fall. Up 4-0. Lee with an escape will make it 4-1.
Sampson's got to get a better shot, and he's shot pretty far out. There, he's got to crowd him with his hips. There he is.
That's going to be backs.
Yeah, say one thing for Lee, he's got a nice bridge.
He does.
Ooh,
Not anymore.
now you put him down pretty solidly there.
That's the second takedown straight to back points Sampson scored. 6-0. Plus 4 more is 10-1. Forgot about the escape.
Gotta tie up that wrist, put some pressure on him. He's going to drive the half.
That is a deep half. That's a little hip pressure and he'll go.
Look like a Mike Snyder from Tempest Bedford half. Pretty tight.
That should be a fall. A minute and a half left. There it is. That puts the Jayhawks in pretty good shape, I would
Well, we're
think.
getting some pinpoints back anyway. We gave away a few of that first round.
Next.
And now I think we have Julian Jimenez and
Palik
Yep.
Kelly from Henry Ford.
got it. Found a little interesting information on the young man from Henry Ford. He's from Hawaii.
Is that right?
Yeah. I asked Grant, their coach, if he went to Hawaii to recruit him. He said, no, I didn't get to go. Jimenez had a good season so far, but he's just got to, do what works for him.
What do we know about Jimenez? I don't think I saw him earlier in the season.
Yeah, he's been there all season. He's been there 65 pounds. He's from Holland.
Okay.
Holland High School.
I can see why Kelly would want to come from Hawaii to Detroit in the middle of January and February.
Well, he's actually from Lincoln Park High School, but he said he was originally from Hawaii. I think he's a scrapper, so it should be a good one. Oh, there's a nice low single.
Jimenez into a great spot. Can he score? He's got
to get the outside. There's the other ankle. Oh, he had it. It was there.
Looks like he's trying to put it on a shelf. Missed it. Lost the ankle.
The ankle was there. Right there it is, too. He's going to work for the stalemate, I think.
He's gone from great position to hopefully a stalemate position. It's going to be hard for Jimenez to improve there, although he's coming up.
I don't know if he wants to do upper body with him. Seems that's what, Kelly wants that.
Mike.
There's a shot.
Right back in it. He's a bulldog getting to that leg. Got to finish a little faster. 0-0. Minute and a half left in the first. You're right. Kelly did look like he was looking for something up top.
There's a reach.
He got him that time. Takedown for Jimenez.
Oh, there they go.
Both legs in.
Well, he doesn't stretch him out. He's got to get him stretched out.
Yep. Can't get any hip pressure there. Surprised now one of the legs comes out. Kelly's still hanging around down there trying to dig the other leg out. Thought maybe he could stand up.
Yeah, he's
now
in
the
bad
hips are
position.
sagging.
Now get up.
53 seconds left in the first period.
Okay.
Boy, we survived that one. Right into a chicken wing with his left arm. Kelly straightens his arm and relieves himself of the wing. 30 seconds now.
Pressure, get the wrist. Looks like Kelly's got a little bit of position on him. Not one escape.
20 seconds left. The old switch into an escape. Jimenez back onto a leg with 14 seconds left.
Got his head down, though.
Got his head down, and Kelly looked like he was going to try to get the corner. 5 seconds left. Pretty good first period. Jimenez up 2-1. Almost a minute of riding time for Jimenez.
Henry Ford chooses down. No, now he's deferring.
He was going to choose down, and his coach talked him into deferring. Choice will be Muskegon's.
Looks like he might be a pretty good rider. Got long range of his body.
In spite of that, Jimenez chooses down.
Yeah.
First movement is down.
Yep, he's got to be more explosive off the bottom. Got to step. Come on.
Got to come up with his
There you
hips.
go.
There he goes.
Move your feet. You got to step. He's not
Halfway
stepping.
there. There he goes. Kelly drops to the ankle. Referee starts counting. He worked his way up. Oh, not over the head.
Pressure. Straighten your leg out.
Jimenez almost out. Lost his leg. That time he's
That's a good hustle. Good
reversal.
hustle. Pressure on the edge and spin around was good movement. Don't reach. He's reaching awful far with that.
After the reversal, it's 4-1 in favor of Jimenez. Now they're scrambling.
He's got it higher.
Jimenez, that's tight. And the pin. Kind of fell into that one, Coach.
He did. He caught the head. It was pretty explosive for a minute. It was anybody's match. They were scrambling. And there's another one of those pins that helps us with the point total. Doesn't look like the Henry Ford coach is real happy, but
You probably can't relate to that.
Yeah.
Kids getting pinned in the scramble situation.
well, it's good for the Muskegon kids. They've hung in all year long and, tried to stay healthy and tried to follow all the rules, all the protocols. Petty? Yep.
Petty and Kaharowitz.
Got it, Glenn. Yep. Glenn Kaharowitz from Muskegon Community College had an upset in the first round over Spiller from Ancilla. And he is wrestling Bon Petty from Chippewa Hills in Detroit. Not the Chippewa Hills from Remus, but the Chippewa Hills from...
I didn't know there was
Detroit.
Chippewa Hills in Detroit.
There is. Macomb School.
They have a weight room there by the looks of Petty.
Yeah. He's a pretty solid wrestler. It's a very good program. Glenn Kaharowitz is quite a story. He came out, actually he was talking to Mike McKelly, the coach from Fruitport, and he was helping them out. And he was enrolled full-time at the community college. So Mike said, well, you should go up there and just try out for the wrestling team. So he came in and he's worked hard. He's really improved. Today is a good day for him if he can get off the bottom and score some points. But just to be in the finals is an accomplishment for him.
Glenn wrestled for Mike at Catholic, correct?
Correct.
That's fantastic. Local kid gets another chance to continue wrestling. That's the beauty of the junior college, and this one in particular. Kids whose careers would have otherwise been over get a second chance to continue doing what they love.
And that's, if we can just get through to the local kids, area high school wrestlers that, try college wrestling. And Glenn is a primary example of this. Just hey, nice switch. Now
Nice
just
switch.
extend your body, trap the ankle. There you go. Pull it in.
He's got the ankle. He did a little
That's two.
pressure forward. Pressure forward. He's got his hands locked. Two
two.
reversal.
It's just an example of what the community college offers for the local wrestlers. And that's the only problem that Glenn has. He kind of uses his perspective of where he's at times. But it's still a job well done.
Made it interesting. That was a good win for him in the semifinals.
Yeah, that was a big win for him. That kid beat him up pretty bad last time. Okay, 184 will be Dean Elder from Henry Ford Community College. He was a He was a national qualifier last year. He won the MCCAA last year. He will be wrestling Bronson Jewell from Grand Haven High School, who's having a real good season up to this point. Got it. Bronson's a real strong kid. He's still learning. He is getting better every day. So hopefully this will be a good competitive match.
Is he a freshman?
He is a freshman. Elder is a sophomore. Like you say, he's really strong.
A little duck under try there.
Whoa,
Pretty nice arm drag. And he got the corner.
good job.
Well, he was standing just as straight up as you can when he hit that arm drag. I'm surprised it worked. Good feet.
Apparently it did.
2-0.
Pressure down. He's really quite strong.
I see that.
He's getting that wing back too. He's drawing it back.
Yeah, the wing's in good shape on the right side.
And now he's just trying to get a tight waist.
And he's got the hip almost
Oh,
open.
He's trying to get the wrist.
He does have the wrist.
Not securely, but he's got it. He doesn't want to go with it until he has it. There it is. Nope.
He just has to open that hip up a little bit more before he goes. I don't think that one's going to work. He might want to come around the other side. Oh, now he's got it open. Got a 1 count. Got to bring his hips up.
And that's where he's so strong. Even though he didn't have the proper position, when he started to lose Elder and he started coming up, he just squeezed and then came up.
I was surprised he was able to open that far hip up, or the near hip up on that tilt. He is strong.
Reminds me of when you were in your prime.
Just unbelievably powerful. Yeah. A sneaky little tilt there.
Really just.
Now he's back into the chicken wing. 1:20 left in the first. Jewel up 2-0 against the returning champ. Got to get that
tip
elevator.
Him with his leg. There you go.
2. You get a 2 count there. Got the 2 count. A minute left in the first. We have blood time. I think Jewel started the match with a bloody nose. That's a tough warm-up partner. 4-0.
4-0. He's just got to continue to keep good position. If he gets out of position with Elder, he could be in trouble. So we've got to make sure that he continues to ride tough with that wing and tough with that tight waist. Oh, now he's cleaning Elder up.
That's nice of him.
Our boys are all good sports.
I'm going to try to rip your arm off, and I'll even wipe the blood off you. Such a nice boy.
All right, he's going to have to stop the initial movement and break him down again and continue to work with his...
How about we get him flat and go right back into that wing? Not so much.
I thought he'd come up pretty fast.
A minute left in the first. Jewel leading 4-1.
I tell you, when I see him tie up, he's got to feel it. I mean, when he grabs Elder's head, I'm sure that he puts a lot of weight on it.
Well, we can hear it through these headphones.
Ooh, straight shot.
No back points.
Caught him a little flat-footed.
That'll close the gap. 4-3 in favor of Jewel.
That's why Jewel has to get his feet moving.
We score here with 20 seconds left in the period will be big.
Step out. There you go. He's got to get a quick one. You want to finish positive.
Henry Ford coach lobbying for some back points, but he's not going to get it. 19 seconds left. Score here is pretty important. To his feet immediately. Elder drops to the leg.
Move, Bronson. You got to move your feet. You got to move your feet. You
Just stand up and extend his leg. Step his leg back.
Get your 1.
3, 2. Surprised there isn't a stalling call there. It's the end of the first. 4-3 in favor of Jewel. Henry Ford wrestler will go down.
Another explosion off the bottom. He's going to try to get the quick stand up, get to the neutral position. He's got to stop that first movement. Nope, he didn't come up with him. He's got to come up with him.
Into a double leg and back.
Come on. Oh,
he came off. Good fight. Is that a escape reverse or escape takedown, or was that a reversal?
I think it was reversal. It should have been.
After that series, Elder up 7-4. Jewel still has a minute and change of riding time. It looks like 08.
Up again. Just keep it going. He's got to just keep coming up with Elder. Come up. You got to move your feet.
That's the thing. He's no pressure there. All he had to do was
step up.
Now we're into a cradle situation.
I think he'll break this.
He's strong. There's an escape. 7-5.
That's 2.
And I thought it was 2. It was 2, but then he recovered with a hip heist.
Oh, that was a tough one. That was a close call.
7-5, 1:12 left in the second period.
I think if Bronson just continues to put the pressure on him. He wanted to throw it.
He did want to throw it.
But I think he can just wear Elder down. He just keeps the pressure on. He's got to just keep after him. Don't let him stand and stall.
Under a minute here in the second. Nice, another duck under. That's the third duck under attempt. It's pretty good. He does that in the middle of the mat. He can score. 51 seconds.
Elder's got his hands on his knees. Come on, Bronson. Put the pressure on him. Come on, stay after him. You got to stay in contact with him. He's got to stay in contact with him. You got to just push him away.
Elder's body language is speaking tired to me. Hands on his hips in between. Takedown. That's going to tie it 7-7. 30 seconds left in the period.
Got to break him down. Can't let him up.
Oh, you have to finish this period on top. He's got the wing. He has a wing on the right, looking for either a bar or a half on the left. He has the arm bar. 11 seconds left in the period. Finish the period on top.
Don't give him a point. Don't put him.
It's the end of the second period, tied.
Bronson's down.
Back up over a minute and 16 of riding time for Jewel. Escape will give him the lead. I'd like to see that duck under in the center of the mat.
Yeah, he's just got to keep pressure on him.
And that duck under will work a little bit better with pressure.
No, he's not getting under. He left his wrist behind.
It's to the leg.
Man, driving.
Takedown. Jewel up.
He's got to put pressure on him and keep good position. You can't force the tilt. He's got to break him down flat.
10-7 in favor of Jewel. A minute 26 left in the third period.
Break him down. There you go.
Elder's tired, but he's still dangerous. There's a stalling call against Elder.
He's going to lay there and put it on.
Jewel with the wing on the right side. Can't tell if he's just in a tight waist.
Control that position. Just laying there.
Oh, he's got that trapped arm wing. Got a 1 count there.
Yep, just
love to see him stay over hips.
Get behind his hips. Step through it. He's got to lift the leg and step through it.
45 seconds.
Tick position.
3-point lead, 4 with the riding time. There's another stalling call.
Just don't get greedy now. You just got to control him. Break him down.
Got to keep him on the mat. Got to watch the big stuff here. No stalling calls against Jewel. 15 seconds. Don't want to see him get
down.
thrown.
No, he's got to snap him down. Go, no.
11-8, 5.
Don't push it away.
1 second left. This one's going to be good win for Jewel over the national qualifier.
High stepping that one. He was high stepping it.
He wasn't going to get thrown at the end.
A big win.
12-8.
Big win for Jewel. He's beats the defending conference champion.
Well, the implications there are pretty big for next weekend or for the regional.
They'll go at it again next week. The same people. You know, just. Got it. Caleb Benema? Yep. Should be Caleb Benema from Muskegon and got it. Cage Dye from Henry Ford Community College.
Venema, one of my all-time favorites. Known that kid a long time, Whitehall grad. Came out late this year.
Yeah, I think he came to school. He was an excellent student, came to school, and just as time went on, he watched us compete, and he just
well, he was clear. He was clear with us last year that his tank was empty at the end of the season. He didn't have much interest in next level, but it gets in your blood, doesn't it? Another single leg for Caleb.
Nice double.
And back points.
Yep, 2 backs.
So 30 seconds in, Caleb with a 4-0 lead. I was excited to hear that he came back. He and Alan Powers were workout partners in high school. I thought that'd be good for both of them to be back together here.
Yeah, and hopefully that'll help us in the future with some other individuals that we're trying to recruit right now. We've got a couple pretty tough kids up there at Whitehall with Marco Moore and Jacob Haynes, Connor Young.
They all look good in blue.
Yeah, they should. I would hope so. It would be a nice fit. I think it would be a good fit for them too. Stay a little closer to home for the first year or two, and then decide what you really want to do as far as what level you want to compete at, where you want to go. Cost is always a factor.
Well, those boys grew up together. They're best of friends. Be nice. It'd be a nice fit. Venema controlling hips. 4-0. A minute and a half left in the first period. He likes to stack. He likes the cross wrist. Likes to stack. He will tilt.
As an upper weight, if you can control those hips and control that far wrist, you can hook the elbow or something, pull him back. But Cage Dye, he comes from Temperance, Bedford, which is a good program. And there's another nice tilt.
Good for 4-pointer.
Going back to the neutral position with it.
That'll be
now you're going to tie it up again.
8-0. 45 seconds left in the period. Caleb back on the wrist.
He's looking to let the referee know that he's changing combinations. Well, the Jayhawks had a couple bumpy matches today so far, but they've come back real strong and done a real nice job with the finals matches.
Well, the Henry Ford kids look scrappy. Muskegon, these boys look way better than they did the last time I saw them. That's what you want. You want them heading the right direction as you get to the postseason. A little more elevation on that tilt. There he goes.
Should be 4 more.
Venema will finish the first period up 12-0. I'd say that's a pretty good start.
Is he pretty strong? He looks
stronger than he looks.
Yeah.
He's not a kid that's gonna get a lot of attention at the beach for his beach muscles, but he's very strong.
You don't ride that, Granby. Don't ride it. Pinch it together.
Of course, we'll see Powers next. There's a contrast in styles from Venema. Just raw horsepower and a lot of underhooks.
He's not a big heavyweight, but he moves well.
He does.
He does a nice job of moving. So,
I'll tell you what, these two kids were.
He had gone away to school to Lake Erie.
Yep.
And decided to come back. And that's another situation where sometimes they have to experiment, but it's just nice that we've got a program that they can come back and be a part of and enjoy some success.
Absolutely.
There's that stack you're talking about.
Yeah, and that's people think of that move as an elementary school move, but he was hitting that move and scoring and pinning with it at the state meet, pretty high level.
Usually that's a move that's used by the lighter weights.
Mm-hmm.
Kids that are, not necessarily an upper weight. Trying to turn him over one more time.
And Caleb will cradle. I don't know if he's going to have the horsepower to get to this one. Dye keeping his hips in pretty good position.
Well, I'm sure that working with Ira Jenkins for 3 years didn't hurt anything.
No.
A couple of years.
That was a workout group. And of course, when Ira was just coming in, Powers was in the room.
Yep.
"15 seconds left in the second period. Venema up 13-0 with almost 5 minutes of riding time. for Venema in the third period to go back on top.
Yep. I believe he is.
You don't need to go into the unknown. You beat him on his feet, you beat him on top. Maybe you don't want to experiment on bottom.
I don't want to give him a chance to get that cradle. I mean, the cradle isn't even, it's a equalizer all the time. It can be snapped on any time. There's a long shot. Suck the legs in. Oops, there's a wizard.
Careful. And that's been Caleb's bread and butter for years and years, is the long shot, but his arms are about a mile long, and with the length of those arms, he's deceptively close. Doesn't want to give up points there on the edge.
He just has to be careful. Like I said, the kid from Henry Ford, Gage, comes from a good program. The head coach, Vogel, was a good upper body wrestler. So I'm sure he was taught that, coming up through the classes. There's two.
Straighten that right leg. Keep that right leg straight.
Just keep sprawling. There you go.
Thought he might have been able to score there. A minute left in the third period. 13-1 Venema.
Yeah.
Win here should just about seal it, shouldn't it, Coach?
Yeah, I think. I don't know if this is the time that Venema should be taking those long shots. That's what's going to happen. He's got a limp arm out of it. Just look out front. Just look out front. All he's got to do is turn his head, look out front, and pull a limp arm. Oh, all right. Looks like his gas is starting to run a little lower.
13-3. Dye now on top.
He should be able to keep out of trouble. He's got to just explode, stand up. He just needs to stand up.
25 seconds. I wouldn't stay down there. Dye looks like he's looking for some kind of identity on top. Half Nelson.
There's a wing.
10 seconds now. Looks like Venom is going to coast to a victory, 13-3, 14-3 with the riding time, and that's going to do it.
I think he's glad it's over. Nice job, though. Well wrestled.
I'm glad he's out. That's awesome.
Yeah, unfortunately, we have to put the best man out on the mat, but we have a couple of pretty good kids. Jake Renfer, who won the weight class last year, got it. Yeah, 197. Caleb beat him out in the wrestle off, and then we had Tyler Hill, got it. Tyler Hill, who was our national qualifier at heavyweight last year, went down to 190. So Caleb had to beat a couple pretty good kids to make the lineup.
Somebody needs to talk to Powers about that mustache of his.
Somebody ought to tell him to be ready when that whistle blows.
Yeah. Come on, Alan.
Nothing yet.
Well, you don't see the
good scramble situation.
Don't see that with heavyweights very much. Powers cut him on his hip.
Oh, nope.
Let's keep that arm attached. That's going to be back points if he's not careful. Oh. McVeigh moves pretty well for a big guy.
Yeah, he was a 215-pounder in high school.
Where's he from?
He is from Westland John Glenn. They have 2 or 3 kids on their team from Westland John Glenn.
2-1 McVeigh.
Coming in on a double again. Twist that knee.
Got to get your chest up, Alan. Chest. Powers, interesting. I've never seen him do that quote-unquote funk roll with the ankle in high school.
He's got to react a little quicker on this McVeigh's shot. You can get those legs back. You can't let him in so deep.
Well, you know the double leg's coming. 2-1 McVeigh. Minute 45 left in the first. Power's strength is on top. He was always a good wrestler on his feet. Not great. Likes underhooks, or used to anyway.
Ooh, that's a nice little slide by. Got to work for inside control. Just pummel in and get those underhooks and work from that underhook situation. You want to be a heavyweight, you got to wrestle like a heavyweight. Stretch him out, stretch him out, stretch him out. Try to wing him.
McVeigh is pesky.
Try to wing him again.
Stalemate there. No, a little pressure from Powers.
Danger, danger, danger.
Gave him the takedown, no back points.
Well, it was a danger call. He gave him the 2 because
He stays on his back. How long does he have to stay on his back to get that call?
About 5 seconds, just holding in that position on his back. It's 3-2.
3-2 in favor of Powers now. Some kind of communication there between McVeigh and the Jayhawk bench. Didn't look chippy. Powers' strength is on top. I say is. In high school, he was a hammer on top.
He's got to keep the pressure on him, make him carry all that weight. They got to make him feel that too. Oh, it's the big move by McVeigh. I just figured that one was coming.
I jinxed him. One escape from McVeigh is going to tie it 3-3. 14 seconds left in the second period.
I guess it's going to come down to who's got gas in their tank in the third period.
Pretty good first period.
Yeah. The Mott Community College heavyweight, Rolf, was in a car accident this morning on the way over here. So he didn't withdrew from the tournament.
Is he okay?
Yeah, I think he'll be all right. I think Winston said he's all right. They doesn't want to take any chances. So Powers moved up to the number 1 seed.
McVeigh chooses down.
Got a caution.
Looks like his left elbow collapsed. It looked like he was trying to false start. Looked like it just buckled. Powers into a wing on the left.
He's trying to dig it in. Just got to build some riding time up. Ooh, he's getting a little high.
He's got the half on that side.
Ooh.
That's tight. A little hip pressure. Powers with the pin.
Nice job by Alan Powers. Good job. Also like a heavyweight. Oh, he is a heavyweight.
He is. But the Jayhawks performed well there in the final.
Yeah.
Bunch of falls, bunch of bonus points.
Yeah, they came on strong. They had a couple hiccups right in the beginning.
So next week, is that the regional?
Next week it's a regional at St. Clair Community College in Port Huron.
These same teams.
These same teams. Triton Community College, which is in Illinois, came up and wrestled us at the beginning of the year, and Jayhawks wanted to get another shot at them. And because of COVID, they decided not to come. So it'll be just the Michigan Community Colleges and Ancilla College out of Indiana.
So is Triton in a different regional?
No. They're in our qualifying tournament. Triton and Harper Community College and Joliet Community College are the 3 Illinois schools that have wrestling.
Okay.
Harper and Joliet decided not to wrestle this year. But Joliet was practicing all year, and so they've decided to go to the national tournament because this year the individuals don't have to qualify.
Oh, okay. All right, that makes sense.
It's more of an open tournament, and I think that they're still planning on bringing their kids out to Council Bluff, Iowa.
So is it just a coach's discretion on who they enter?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Mark will enter, I think, all of his kids.
In Council Bluffs, so that'll be in.
Council Bluff, Iowa, which is right on the river, across the river from Omaha, Nebraska.
Okay,
Well,
and that'll
as
be
far
3 weeks?
west in Iowa as you can get.
3 weeks from now?
2. I think, it's actually a week and a half after the qualifier.
Okay.
So it's roughly, it's this year, it's normally on a Friday and a Saturday, and this year it's on a Tuesday, Wednesday, in the middle of the week.
2-day tournament.
Which is what high schools did
Sure.
also for this year's competition. So let's give a little wrap up. Go ahead and run through it, and then tell us how it turned out as far as the finals are concerned.
Well, after the prelims, we got into the finals, starting with, was that Cantu? Was that our first finals match?
125 was the first one with Emil, the young man from Henry Ford, Abdallah. The
Very picturesque.
Emil Abdallah from Henry Ford at 125. Won that one with a fall. And then 133, I think, is the next one. So Henry Ford won the first match at 125.
So I have bunts with a win over Kidder from Henry Ford. How far off am I?
That's 49. 133 is.
Oh, here I
Cantu.
am. Abdallah over Wood,
Right.
and then
Cantu
Cantu. I didn't write down the result there.
over the Henry Ford over
He beat
Campbell.
the Henry Ford kid.
Over Campbell.
Yep. And then Nicholson from Henry Ford over the Mott wrestler.
No. The Mott wrestler hit a throw right at the end.
That's right. Yes. Well, it should have been.
Were you watching the same match? Were you
I fell
watching
asleep.
this?
I fell asleep for a few minutes. I was really paying attention to the Jayhawks. Buns with a win over Kidder. I know that one.
And there you go.
Sampson pinned Lee from Henry Ford. Jimenez with another pin. He got rolling there with a pin over Henry Ford. Kelly. Kaharowitz came out and scored. He came out and scored after the upset in the semifinals. Ended up getting pinned by Petty from Henry Ford. And then we got back on the train. Jewel beat the national qualifier. Elder. Venom a major die, and then Powers pinned McVeigh. And it should have been, I'm not sure what the team score is, but it sounds like it's going to be a Jayhawk runaway.
Yeah, it should be. I don't know if I know it's on the other computer, but I'm not sure where it is. I think Marty will read it off.
And we were concerned about Henry Ford. You know, they came in, they rolled through the semifinals. I think they had either 4 out of 5 or 3 out of 4 pins in the first round.
Yeah, I was pretty sure that it would come down to a dual meet between Henry Ford Community College and Muskegon Community College.
What was the result of the Henry Ford Muskegon duel earlier in the season?
They beat us 28-24, I think.
And that's what I thought. They won a close duel here, and that's what you want. You want your team gaining momentum as you head to the postseason. It sounds like that's what Coach Brunger has these guys doing.
Yeah, they've come a long ways. They're really close as a group, and I think that they're really behind one another and they really support one another. And I think that hopefully next weekend they'll be able to win the district tournament also. They're going to host the district and run the district tournament, but it doesn't have any effect upon the national tournament.
Okay.
The awards for the 2021 All-MCCAA wrestling team. The champions at 125 pounds, Asil Almudala. Please come out to the middle. We'll get everybody, then we'll take pictures. At 133 pounds, from Muskegon, Alex Cantu.
Cantu went to OV, is that right?
Yes. He's actually our 125 pounder. We bumped him up.
At 141
how does he go
pounds,
with
from
Abdallah?
Mott Community College, Joe Carpenter.
I think they want to stand together after they.
That's their first time. Cantu and
At
Abdallah, will they
149
wrestle in
pounds
the
from
regionals?
Muskegon Community College, Cale Bunce.
Will Cantu go back down to 25? For
At
the regional?
157 pounds from Muskegon Community College, Alex Sampson. At 165 pounds from Muskegon Community College, Julian Jimenez. At 174 pounds from Henry Ford, Vaughn Petty. At 184 pounds from Muskegon, Bronson Jewell.
That was an
At
impressive match for
197
Jewell.
pounds
That was a good win over
from
the national
Muskegon,
qualifier.
Caleb Benema. And at 285 pounds from Muskegon, Alan Powers.
A big smile. Put 5 down and 5 up. These guys don't know how to take pictures. I should be out there supervising. You know, I just.
It's almost like they need a choreographer out there.
125 through 157, get the front row. Except if you're a heavyweight, you know, only
Yeah.
4'6", then you get to be in the front row.
They should have put Powers over by the 25-pounder.
Yes.
Oh, it was a good day for the Jayhawks, Coach.
Yeah, it was good for Mark and the team. I mean, it's you know how it goes and how it feels. I mean, you guys had a great day yesterday, a very successful day yesterday, and I think Mark feels the same way. He and coach from Henry Ford are very competitive with one another, so it's good to see him.
That Bunce was the outstanding wrestler. Is that
Yep.
what they just announced?
Yep.
Good for him.
He beat Kidder, who was a defending regional qualifier, defending
It's all about the
conference
mullet.
champion.
He gets extra power from that mullet.
He might be the outstanding wrestler. So I don't know what Bunce was. Maybe
Do they
most
do
falls.
two? Small? Well,
Maybe most falls this time.
Your 2021 Coach of the Year from Muskegon, Mark Brunger.
and Coach Brunger wins the Coach of the Year.
Yep.
Good for him. Ooh, I just remembered I get some fresh Jayhawk gear. I gotta remember not to, can't forget that up in the office.
No, I'll let you in. I got keys.
So excited.
The Jayhawks from Muskegon Community College.
Well, that's the important part. I wonder what the score was. I feel like it wasn't super close. Anyway, we'll wish good luck to the Jayhawks as they enter their continue through their postseason. And
Yeah.
are you going to go to Council Bluffs with them?
I'm not sure yet. I've been invited, but I don't know. It's a long bus ride. I've done several years of bus rides, and I don't know that I'm
I thought
that
you were.
anxious to take another 9 or 10 hour bus ride.
They don't have you drive the bus anymore?
Oh, we get a charter now.
I know. I thought you'd maybe drive the charter.
No, I sleep, watch movies. But yeah, it was a great day for the Jayhawks. They should be real proud, and got a nice group of kids there. Like I say, it's unfortunate that they had 3 good 97-pounders, but they've all been real good about it, and feel all good about the results of the tournament.
Well, that's awesome. Well, the Jayhawks win it. Coach Brunger walks away with Coach of the Year. Bunce, we think, was either an OW or
I think he was
most
the
pins.
most falls. Yeah, I think
And
Emil Abadala from Henry Ford was the,
he was the outstanding
wrestler.
So it was a good day for the Jayhawks. And Coach, if there's nothing else, we'll
sign off. Yeah.
we'll sign off and
Thank
see
you
you next
very
time.
much. Thank you very much to Muskegon Community College and the media people that do this every year, and it's they do a great job with the coverage, and we really appreciate it.
Absolutely. So long.
Take care.